Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Titbits with Gully Cricket. Now, Shash, we expected a cracker of a game, but it was not that good, like it did not live up to the expectation, I feel. So
Yeah,
let's start with the game and let's start with the starting. Shubman Gill got yet another 50, but at a strike rate of 128 and was trolled massively on the social media before the second
mm,
inning happened. And I think that was the inning that made the difference and even won the man of the match, actually. So, talk about it, Nokshay. I know many don't understand the importance of anchor in the game. So, just talk about it.
correct. I mean, as Navjot Singh Sidhu used to say, don't blow your trumpet until the fat lady sings. You have to watch both sides of the team's
Yeah.
batting before you make a decision like that. I mean, I think one of the reasons why people were making such assumptions or criticizing him was because the average scores this season has been more than 170 in general. But Pune is a kind of a wicket where batting has not been that straightforward. It has like good pace and bounce and all that, but then there is something in it for the bowlers. You can also see that from the innings of Lucknow Super Giants as well, where they didn't even get to 100. Can you imagine a team like that which has batting depth up to like number 8, number 9, not even getting to 100? So there's definitely the surface was tricky, and I think it was a quality knock. I mean, coming back to the knock, some of the shots that he played, like really impressed me. I can recollect one square cut which he played as soon as Hardik got out to Avesh Khan. It was literally like he tapped the ball on its head, and then
Mhm.
it flew to the boundary. It was not like a full-blooded square cut, which you associate with Rohit Sharma or Shikhar Dhawan. This was like a very measured shot. That showed a lot of, I'd say his innings had a lot of maturity, because he made sure that he was there till the end, and also ensured that GT got to a defendable total, which seemed to be more than enough. Like if you see the bigger picture in the end.
Yeah. So, he's maturing as he plays and he'll be doing better things in the future. So, now
Yeah.
moving on to the toss, I think GT is one of the first teams to win the toss and bat first in day as well as a night game. So, and
Okay.
when you see the last five games, all were won by teams batting first, and they won by a huge margin of 50 plus runs. Now,
Mhm.
do you think the strategy of win first and ball first is like dead now?
Uh, See, I think Dew again also plays a major role in this. I think luckily we have not been able to see a lot of Dew, which is good because then it keeps both the teams in the game. That is very much required because you don't want because it's nature. You can't really do much about it. If it comes, you have to play with a wet ball, and the team batting second will have the advantage in that regard. But with the dew not coming in that much, it makes the contest even more even. So I guess GT would probably back their strengths about having a pretty potent bowling lineup, and it was there for everyone to see. I wasn't sure why Lockie did not play. Maybe it was an injury, or
No, no, no.
whether they had no. It was
Tactical
just a
chips. Yeah.
tactical, yeah. So maybe they were even thinking of resting him for the playoffs, I guess,
Hmm.
since he's an out and out quick bowler. Uh, I mean, happy to see someone like a new guy like Sai Kishore getting in a game as well. I think he did quite well in his first game, picking up 2 wickets, and he was really good in the field as well. So, I mean, great positives for Indian cricket.
Yeah, and that's some good captaincy from Hardik Pandya as well. Like
Correct, correct,
who would have
correct.
dropped Lockie Ferguson and then won the match? Okay,
Yeah.
so there's another bowler, Shash, in GT, Rashid Khan. He's bowled so much and taken over 450 T20 wickets, but it was actually his first 4 wicket haul and even his best figures in IPL yesterday. Are you as
Hmm.
surprised as me, Shash, with that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, a caliber of Rashid, taking so long to pick up 4 wickets in a game has definitely stumped me, is what I would like to say,
Mhm.
because I think over a period of time, people sort of decided to play him off. That is why he's not been able to pick up more wickets, and I think some of them also read him. Uh, but yeah, he's a quality bowler. He's one of a kind who is not your traditional leg spinner. He doesn't flight the ball much. His googly is quite deceptive as well. So yeah, I think maybe it's a start of things for him, in terms of like picking up those 4-5 wicket hauls in T20s. uh, yeah, I mean, great going is what I would like to say.
Yeah. So that day we had Gautam on the show, and he was telling that later half of the season we may see Rashid Khan actually taking wickets, and he's now taking more and more wickets.
Yeah,
And
probably got to call him into the show.
yeah, and
Yeah.
LSG batters were also not playing to the potential. It was actually Avesh Khan who is the second highest scorer in the match after Deepak Huda yesterday.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's about yesterday's match
I
and man
mean,
of the.
just to add, just to conclude, I wanted to add a word on Hardik Pandya's captaincy as well.
Mhm.
I think his field placements were like very innovative yesterday, and I think it was spot on. At least if I remember the wickets of Quinton de Kock or even the debutant Karan Sharma, I think he had the third man up, which is not really the case. So he got 2 wickets there, whereas the bowlers stick to the plan, and they were rewarded as well. I think that was quite a difference, I would say, than the traditional ways of captaincy. I think this is what the IPL and T20 brings into the game. The innovativeness and the smartness, and also the planning for different batsmen, realizing what their strengths are and or where their weaknesses are and how they can get them out.
Yeah, and for that, matchups are really important, and I hope the captains are watching our video because we give a lot of matchups. So
Yeah.
that's about yesterday's match, Ash. And let's move on to today's. We have another important match because it's between RR and DC. So and DC will be backed by so many teams now because DC will benefit SRH, PPKS, and even DC.
Hmm.
So what do you think, Shash? With so much pressure, will Delhi come strong or will they like just collapse under the pressure?
As you said, they're definitely under a lot of pressure because they have sort of got themselves into this hole, you can say.
Hmm.
They did get out quite cheaply in the previous game as well, against Chennai, I think it was, where they had to chase a mammoth score of over 200. So what is the confidence level? Because see, they've had to change a lot of openers, is what I would like to say. Prithvi Shaw, I hope, is recovering because he was hospitalized, is what I last heard. And then they played Mandeep for a game, and I don't know what happened after that. Then the next game you saw KS Bharat batting. So there does seem to be an issue in terms of getting the top order right. I hope that they sort it out soon so that they can go ahead and be competitive and win games. Otherwise, if they don't get a win tonight, I feel it's almost done for them this season.
Yeah, they do have good players, but unfortunately, due to some reasons like COVID and
Correct. Yeah.
fever
They've
because of
been a
which,
little,
yeah.
yeah.
But there's one player in the team who has been like delivering consistently, and even he's won around 4 Man of the Match awards till now for DC, and that is Kuldeep. So, but
Hmm.
we should not forget that the other team has Chahal as well. So, who do you think will dominate in today's game?
Yeah, I mean, I would go with Chahal, honestly, because I think he's a far superior bowler in terms of variations and the way he sort of, plans the batsman out. Being a chess player also helps in
Hmm.
strategic thinking as well. Kuldeep definitely has taken wickets. He's won man of the match awards as well. But then I feel in certain games he's been taken to the cleaners as well. Like I can remember Devon Conway, just going after him almost every ball, I would say. Uh, I think again, I mean, I obviously want him to get back to his rhythm because at a point of time we had both of them playing for India and winning matches for us as well. So I hope that he performs better as the tournament progresses. But yeah, I mean, just on current form, I would probably go with Chahal.
All right. So, Shaz, you know what is my final question every day. So, we have two teams. RR win and they can like actually go into the top two, but a DC win will keep them alive in the competition. So, who do you think will win tonight?
uh, as I said, I always want the tournament to be like exciting, interesting. So I
Mhm.
would back the Delhi Capitals to probably go and win tonight because they desperately need it more than RR, to keep themselves in the competition. So I hope they get the team combination right tonight, and hope they manage to get over the line.
Yeah, and every RCB fan will be supporting DC because a DC win will increase the chances of going to top two for RCB. So even though they are bleak, I hope they do it. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's it for today's match, Shash. And let's move on to the man of the match contest. So yesterday, it was Shubman Gill. As we mentioned, he was trolled, but it was him who made the difference and got the man of the match in the end. So yeah, and that's why we have got very less interest for Shubman Gill, and we had a lot for Avesh Khan and Mohsin Khan. And
correct.
actually, people even thought that Gujarat might win the LSG might win the game. So we had some
Hmm.
Rahul and other things. So yeah, I have the three names here who got it
But
right,
but yeah,
and I think all three have won before. So
all
they
right.
become
There's nothing new tonight
they
again.
become very good at predicting now. Again,
All right. Is he winning it for the second consecutive day?
yes.
Oh, all right.
And
So
his
there,
wheel is
one
not
thing we
rigged.
know.
I tried offline also, and it shows different name. Only when it's on video, it shows his name. So the wheel is not
I don't
rigged.
know what happens to it in front of the camera, whether it becomes nervous, like
Yeah,
certain
probably.
players when they are not in good form. I don't know. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
Virat Kohli is actually
congratulations.
scoring in the nets. So I'm just telling it here for reference.
Okay, yeah, fine. We hope that he converts that into the game as well sooner rather than later. That's what I would like to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just to conclude, since you mentioned Mohsin Khan, I feel this guy is really good. Like
Mhm.
I honestly want to watch him bowl more and more because I feel this guy's an unhurt. What shall I say? Unhurt talent is what I feel. He's like what 23, 24. He's I've mentioned even in the previous show. He's got that height, the pace, and bounce as well. So he troubles a batsman. That is, I think the dismissal of Saha was an excellent
Yeah.
thought process behind that because for someone tall as that to bowl cutters in the power plays and deceiving the batsman shows how he thinks as a bowler. So I mean, it is encouraging signs. I hope like the BCCI takes note of such people and then
Mhm.
trains them so that we have a number of options always available. We need to play horses for courses is what I believe. Like when you travel overseas, if you have the best team touring with you, I don't see a reason why India are not winning in other places.
Yeah, a lot of talents, but we never know whom BCCI selects and gives the ticket to Australia for. But we do
Yeah.
know one thing that all our viewers, you can win a voucher tonight if you predict the man of the match right. So, Shaz, can you please tell the rules to our viewers?
Yeah, as it goes every day, you need to predict the man of the match within the first ball of the second innings. Like how certain people like Uday and Manav Shenoy are doing it and getting it right. We hope that a lot more people, get it right or predict so that the wheel can choose other people as well.
All right. So that's it, guys. Do keep predicting, share your video, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.
Yeah.